Good morning, it's Gemma. I'm in my garden and I've almost completed sorting out my plants, bringing them back outdoors from being indoors all winter. Yeah, not quite done yet, but I just had a few thoughts and wanted to share them. Yeah, feeling pretty emotional. As in all of this, with Jan's dementia and everything that I've got going on, the garden and my music. What else? Cooking. They seem to be constants, kind of things that I can rely on to be there when everything is just so, I don't know, difficult. Today I'm really feeling it. It's just amazing how many conflicting feelings you can have for one person after having been together for nearly 20 years. Because I do care, as well as wanting to protect my own safety and security, which is my human right. We had a lovely day yesterday. I've been yeah, Jan was kind of coming out, making me cups of tea and things, and yeah, we just had a really nice day. And we both love plants, and it's kind of something to take us out of the intensity of the dynamic between us, and she can't walk very well now, so I thought, well, if I make the garden nice, at least she can come and sit out here, you know. And I didn't think I could face it this year, but I have, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And the plants are kind of giving me lots back, if you appreciate that kind of thing, you know. But yeah, just now I went back indoors, and she doesn't seem to know what the time of day is anymore. So I've prepared breakfast and lunch for her, and there she was making her lunch. So by the time the carer comes, she says, "Oh no, I haven't been fed," or whatever, and I have fed her. And I give myself a hard time, and everybody else, this friend that comes in, it's like judgment, and I'm so overwhelmed. And So I try and make life easier, but she still gets confused, of course, and she's just deteriorating. But I just feel to blame for everything, that can't stay on top of everything. And so I just long for something that's stable in my life. And you kind of think, you kind of cling to things. Well, maybe the garden's going to keep everything together. Like you're trying to keep, practically, you're trying to keep the house and everything in it in order, which is impossible. And then just to keep my brain in order, just something to cling to, just something that's an anchor. Because you think, yeah, this is the answer today, this is the answer, but everything changes every day. Things change every day, and I've got missed calls because Jan can't use her phone anymore. And they don't seem to get that. They say, oh, fill in this form, do this. I mean, A, she's dyslexic, B, she's got dementia. She hasn't got the practical skills anymore to even open her phone up, and I try and explain that. And then they call me, and I just can't fucking deal with it. I don't know if I'm weak. I just want to shut it all out. But it's just like trying to get your arms around chaos. But I'm proud that I've done this, and then I'm thinking, oh, I've got my master's assignment to do, and that's just not inspiring me at all. And sometimes it's just easier to be angry at the person that, this is what I was going to say, that you no longer recognise. And I'm not the most patient person in the world at the best of times. And I'm angry with this person that I don't want to have dementia. I don't want it to be like this, obviously. But then when you soften and you allow yourself to feel what I'm feeling today, you don't know whether you don't know what's worse, the anger or the grief. And I've deliberately not read anything about dementia because I can't face it. I was in a denial for a year, but everywhere you look, it's on EastEnders. It's on. When I used to sit and watch the soaps, and I can't go down there. The carers here at the moment filming, but I can't watch EastEnders or Coronation Street because there's a dementia storyline on that, and then I think, oh, watch a drama, drama series, and there's always the token dementia patient in that. And then I thought, oh, let's turn on the radio, and then there's a program about fucking dementia on that, and you just can't get away from it. And then add into the mix menopause. I mean, I feel psychotic 2 weeks of the month. I'm not in control of my emotions. It's just too much. And then tomorrow, Jan's friend's supposed to be coming round to let me go to the Peace Garden, but I'm not up to caring for other people right now. I'm not up to doing that, but I thought, well, at least I could show my face. And they're fine about me just doing my own thing. And often, once I'm there, I can join in anyway, you know. I feel I walk through the gate and my body just relaxes, you know. I apologise for that racket in the background. There's never a perfect time after 10 o'clock, and this isn't. I thought, well, I'll do a video when it's all nice, it looks perfect, but life ain't perfect, is it? Let's see if I can show you. There's a few things. This is my lemon tree, one of them. I've got 3 of them, and they're 10 years old, and I grew them from seed 10 years ago, which was also when I met my angel buddy, 2016, thereabouts. And they just smell divine, the leaves, obviously they smell of lemon. And being around lemon trees makes you happy, apparently, and it's true. Well, all my plants make me happy. And I'll show you this. This is one of my succulents in bloom. It's really gorgeous. Rhubarb that I'm going to pick tomorrow. Geranium and a pink succulent. Yeah, more lemon trees and geraniums. Oh, I've managed to show you Philip. I've got 2 cats, Buddy and Philip. Well, I've got 3 actually, technically. One I just call Kitten. He's gorgeous. He's long-haired, orange cat. But he's got the devil in him. He terrorises Buddy. This is Philip. Hey, Phil. Oh no. They know when you're filming them, don't they? He's a blue tortoise shell, and apparently there's only one in, I don't know, 3,000 that are male, apparently. Phil. No, he's not gonna look at us. Yeah, so just wanted to say that, really. It helps me, and I know that I've met, I've connected with people on YouTube in a meaningful way. And that's very meaningful to me. People that have resonated with my videos and stuff. Yeah. So there are my thoughts for today. I've got bits and pieces to do. I tackled the front garden yesterday, and yeah, got a bit more weeding to do, but to all intents and purposes it's done. And then I'm going to move on to the house and having to go through my stuff again. I did it about 2022, I went through stuff. But I've got to be a bit more brutal with things I get rid of and that. And also do this fucking assignment. But I just don't have anyone to bounce decisions off right now. And I think it was probably the wrong decision to apply for extenuating circumstances, which I was granted. They've bent over backwards to accommodate me, this place, and I'm really grateful. But it's more pressure, do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel because they have been so good, I need to step up and complete it. But honestly, it's the hardest thing I've ever done, and I've published a lot of writing, and I've written for magazines, and I've got a Forward Prize nomination and things like that. But I just can't. I can't do this. I think probably can, but academic writing is a whole different ball game, and I'm not really a scientist. But that was what the whole point of it was, to challenge a different side of my brain. And I thought, well, thinking of things that are kind of practical and not practical, but objective and fact-based and evidence-based, when I'm used to doing the complete opposite in my work, and will be a challenge. And I think I've bitten off far more than I could chew. I just didn't anticipate Jan's decline being so rapid. Thought I'd get more help than I've got. That's just not turned out to be the case. So it's just about not beating myself up, because it's not like I haven't got the time to do it. I just don't want to, you know. I'm too tired, and it's not inspiring me. I just want to veg out in front of meaningless, I don't know. I just want to let loose when I'm able, which isn't very often now. So, okay. So there are my thoughts for today. Okay.